Hi folks, it's Matt Fogg here again at the Midcoast School of Music, and what I'd like to talk about today is the idea of incorporating passing harmony into your music. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a simple chord progression and explore different ways to make it more complicated. So the chord progression we're going to use is called a 1, 6, 2, 5. And what I'm doing is I'm playing a C major 9 chord. I'm playing an A minor 7 or A minor 9 chord. I'm going to play a D minor 9 chord, and then a G13 chord. So that's called a 1, 6, 2, 5 because it's based on the first note of the C scale, the sixth note of the C scale, the second note of the C scale, and the fifth note of the C scale. Hence the name 1, 6, 2, 5. So you hear this a lot in many, many songs. But there's lots of ways to incorporate other harmonies in between those chords. So one way you can do it is by adding in the 5 chord of the next chord you're going to. So for instance, if I wanted to go from C to A minor, I might go C major, E7, A minor. Because E is the 5 of A. And then when I go to D, I could go A7, which is the 5 of D. And then when I go to G, I could do D7, which is the 5 of G. So basically, instead of just going 1, 6, 2, 5, now I'm going to go 1, 5 of 6, 5 of 2, 5 of 5, making, some interesting passing harmony. Now, when you voice that out and you make it a little richer sounding, create a nice sounding chord progression that's more interesting than just doing the simple 1, 6, 2, 5. So the first way you can use passing harmony is the 5 of the next chord that you're going to. So another way that people will use passing harmony that you hear a lot is by using chromatic passing chords. So by approaching from a half step above. So if I was on C major and I wanted to go to A minor, a half step above A is B flat. So I could go C major, B flat 13, A minor. Now I'm going to go to D, so a half step above D is E flat. So E flat 13, D minor. I'm going to go to G, so a half step above G is A flat 13, and G. And I'm going to go back to C, so I could use D flat because that's a half step from C. So that progression may become something like. Using the dominant 7th chord a half step above each of the chords that I'm going to. And then one other way you could do it is by using diminished chords moving from a half step below a minor chord. So if I was on C and I wanted to go to A minor, I could go G sharp diminished to A. And then when I want to go to D minor, I could go C sharp diminished to D minor. So you can get some cool diminished passing sounds. So there's a bunch of interesting ways to add passing harmony to your music, especially when you're comping on a jazz tune or something. And you don't want to just play the straight 1, 6, 2, 5, but you might want to go. Thanks for checking out the video, and be sure to check out the rest of them on YouTube and on our blog. Thank you very much.